Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Gun Chat. I hope you are doing well. It's good to see you guys. Got a few people in here already. Got some people arguing already. That's pretty cool. All right. Sorry there. Oh boy, can't wait, says Marshall DeVue. And let's see, Adam Hymas is now arguing with Marshall DeVue about Napoleonic history. What more could you ask for in Late Night Gun Chat? It's not really late night here in Alaska. It's late night for the East Coast. So that's that. Don't forget to hit that like button. So that's that. So anyway, Tactical Federe's in the house. Adam Hymas is here. Thanks, Adam Hymas. I finally processed all that 223 flash you sent me, plus a bunch more I got later. So yeah, finally processed it all. Oh well, cleaned it all, and now I gotta decap it and all that jazz. So yeah. So next, I think I'm gonna stick with 300 Win Mag for a little while, but that's that. Keith Gregory's here. So you guys know how Late Night Gun Chat works. You just ask your questions, and I give you my answers. We might have other people joining, we might not. So that's that. Hunter Kirk checking in from North Idaho as always. Thanks, Hunter. Do y'all have a lot of moose in North Idaho? I'm just wondering, is it more elk? Or be kind of cool if you had a lot of moose. You get y'all a caribou herd down there. That'd be awesome. So is what it is. So anyway, that's that. Mr. FMH is here. John Weiser, how you doing? Spokane Survival and Training Education. Got off a 12-hour shifty. Yeah, there you go. What's up? Yep. Yeah, they're kind of cool. So plenty of moose here in Maine. Remember to thumbs up. John Weiser, how you doing, my friend? Moose in the yard all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually have that many in my yard. I've had one that we know went through my yard. I don't have moose poop in my yard. It's weird. There's plenty of stuff for them to eat in my yard, but berries and stuff, but they don't really like berries like bears do. We have black bears in our yard. We know that. Good evening, Martin Horst. All right, yeah. Trying to track down the components. Yeah, I'll reply to anybody's email. I'm not that busy of a YouTuber, at least not when it's summertime. So, yes, I did hear about Matt Hoover's case. He's trying to prove the NFA is unconstitutional with the new Bruin decision. They are claiming it's a poll tax and isn't with the 1791 ratification. Yeah, yep. It's our best chance to repeal the NFA. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully, if they repeal the NFA, they'll replace it with something else. Congress will have to go around it, but yeah. What I really want repealed is the Hughes Amendment and the NFA. Those are the two things I think need to be repealed. And of course, the 1994 bill that instituted the instant background check. So, moose are fairly common here, but anytime they get near the city, people act like they're an exotic animal. Yeah, there you go. Well, hey, those are also delicious, Adam Hymas. So, I mean, I'm allergic to the hair, so you got to be really careful how you skin them. So that's that. So, anyway, got this shirt from this shirt from 1776 United. I don't have a link to them. I thought I did, but I don't. So I got this from Mr. Guns and Gears channel. Go check him out. But yeah, but there's my own shirts down in the description. So if you want Alaskan Ballistic merchandise, also have to say join the MeWe page. I'm always looking for people to join the MeWe page. That's where I put most of my fun stuff that I'm not allowed to put on YouTube. I put that on MeWe so that you guys can use links that help my channel. If you're going to buy something at Palmetto State or Stag Arms or Aero Precision or something like that, you can go through. You're going to buy it anyway. It costs you nothing to click on my link and go to my channel and that kind of thing. So, anyway, that being said, I will share the group link here Yeah, and the 1986 GCA. Yep, agreed. 1968 GCA. So that's that. But the NFA, we'll do that. Has everyone heard about the new, super new and exciting 7mm PRC? Yes, I have. I mean, it's cool. I like the idea. I don't think it'll take off. I think it's just too many new cartridges during an ammo crisis. I mean, 300 PRC and 6.5 PRC were kind of getting established right before the ammo crisis hit, and I think they'll survive. But 6.8 Western and 7mm PRC, it's gonna be hard to see them survive when they get produced during the ammo crisis. 30 super carry for that matter too. You know, been sharing it around on the email my GOA rep to get them behind it. I understand it's a hair chance, but hell, they are overturned road. The Supreme Court gives us a chance. Yep. So, yep. I fired 454 rounds of 223 Saturday out of 2 different AR-15 rifles and pistol. Felt like living, man. My last one listened. Yeah, there you go, man. He's one of the first video to put out on the G40 MOS. Yeah. Mr. Guns and Gear is awesome. He is awesome. He's a good guy. I've met him. He's a good guy. All right. 68 and Reagan's 86 GCA. Yep. Evening, everyone. It's my bedtime shortly. I thought I would catch some of it. What's up, AR Gun 1776? Alaska has great streams. Thanks for coming, man. Hey, if you ever want to join, come on, join. All right. Well, we all need to pray for Chook. Apparently, Chook has the Rona. Licking doorknobs in China finally caught up with me. Well, all those Asian girls you dated, I mean, one of them had to be named Rona. I mean, just I'm saying. All right, but yeah, pray for Chook. I mean, he's a strong young man. He should get through it. Yeah. All right. It sucks, Chook. If you need anything, let us know. We'll drop it outside your door. You need to go to the store and get you water or pain meds or pick up prescriptions or whatever you need us to do. We can do that for you and drop it off at your door. Just let us know, man. People did that for us when we were down with the Rona, when we were down with the vid. So we'll do it for you. That's just the way it is. What's up, Marcus Hibben? How you doing? All right, so that's that. Adam Hymus is asking Chook, did you even get your 7th booster? Crazy. I never knew you had to have a tetanus booster. I literally got it yesterday, like from when you're supposed to be 20 years old. Yeah, so I never knew that. I mean, I didn't go to a doctor unless I was sick, so never knew that. My parents didn't tell me that. Opinions on Swiss Sirocco versus Barnes TTSX. I am new to reloading and wanted to load partitions, but I can't find them anywhere in stock. Well, partitions typically aren't as accurate as either one of them, but that could be different depending on your gun. I would say TTSX is probably better. You're going to retain more weight. If it's the Sirocco 2, they have a Swift Sirocco, a Swift Sirocco 2. The 2 is bonded, I believe. I believe the original Sirocco was not. So you want to be careful about that. If it's the original Sirocco, if some old Siroccos laid on a shelf somewhere that haven't been, and it doesn't say Sirocco 2 on it, I think they're not bonded. A bonded bullet's going to stay together a whole lot better. But at longer ranges, it may stay together too well and act like a full metal jacket and not expand at all. So that's that. So, but the same thing's true with Barnes TTSX. 400 or 500 yards is your max on TTSX. You don't want to go beyond that, and you want to push it depending on what caliber you're shooting in. You really want to push that TTSX to as hot as you can accurately shoot it. So hanging with Pincher Duker. He's a good boy today. There you go, Doberman Pincher. There you go. I have a Trijicon SRO on my G40 MOS and just recently put a Jagerwurz Bro shroud. She is mighty beastly looking now. Cool. I have to look that up. Jagger Works Brothers Shroud. So, yeah, get well soon. Absolutely, Chook. We hope you get well soon. Drink plenty of Gatorade. Yep. Let's see here. All right. What do you think of the future of 3030? That's a good question. I have no desire to own or shoot a 3030. I like the classic aspect of it. If I want a smaller, lighter lever action than my 4570, I want to go down to a pistol caliber that I can also carry the same revolver with. So I'd want a 44 mag or a 357 mag or a 41 or a 45 Colt or something like that. I don't want actually a 3030. And when you have H110 as a powder, you get that burn. You're 3030 is still more powerful than 357 Magnum out of the same barrel length and everything, but you're getting up there. That 357 Magnum out of that 20-inch barrel is approaching 30 carbine numbers pretty easily, if not beating those. So it's a good caliber. The nostalgic of it's pretty good. I don't see it as more than a 50-yard deer gun kind of thing. Like, I don't see it as like that. I think with the lever evolutions and some of those modern bullets for it, that it's a decent home defense weapon. So if you get a Marlin Dark and you put a light on it, it's a decent home defense weapon. So that's that. So that's that. But that's my thought on that. So, all right, David Wolcott. Do you think a stock 10mm carbine, either a Banshee or a High Point 1095, would be able to handle Underwood 220 grain hard cast? Banshee, yes. The High Point, maybe. I don't know. For me, for the High Point, I'd be more concerned about the feed ramp. But I mean, is what it is. I don't have the money for the Banshee, and the High Point's actually not a bad gun for the money, but in the carbine, but it's just so ugly. I don't want to deal with it. So. Yeah, NY Prepper has some good 500 Magnum. Everybody go check out NY Prepper. So that's that. Oh, I forgot to send him. That's the person I forgot to send the link to. Hold on. He was supposed to come in tonight. Sorry. Let me text him because he wanted to be in it. He wanted to stop by tonight, and I totally forgot on him. I spaced him. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for saying something about NY Prepper. Everybody go check out his channel. He's got some cool stuff. Yeah, Marshall DeVue is wishing you well, Chook. So, well, Chook, if you're not working, you can actually join the chat, unless you can't talk because your throat's so bad. Chook, text me and get the name of my doctor. She was the only one that was prescribing that ivermectin for a while, and that's what saved my life and my wife's life and probably my son's life. So, yeah, because we got it bad. We got it really bad. So that's that. Oh, this cow. That's just like bad Taco Bell rapidly. Mine stood around for weeks, man. Thoughts on Barnes Original 338 300 grain round nose? I have a couple boxes to load for the Win Mag. It should kill anything you want to, especially at close range inside of 200 yards. Sure, it's great. I've never used it, so it's going to be going slow. Like what, 2,200 feet per second, 2,300 feet per second for a 300 grain. It's where a 375 really comes in a lot better. Okay. Did you see the Hornady came out with a new 130 grain CX for 6.5 PRC? No, thanks for that. That'd be great. I can't wait to go pick up a box if I can find it. That would be awesome. Anybody in Alaska know where I can pick up a box? Let me know. So, shot some Underwood 180 grain XTP and 220 grain hardcast. Wife has one failure to feed. I both had 0 issues with the 180 grain. Yeah, Underwood's not as consistent as they used to be in their powder charges and a lot of things. So be careful. They're still pretty good ammo, but shoot it and make sure it works. What were you shooting it in at Christopher 67? What were you shooting it in? I know you're talking to Chook there. So, but when I shot the 220 grain hardcast, I hit the mag release 3 or 4 times, which let the mag out, but it didn't drop out. Did it cause you to jam up? That's weird. Yep. Okay. 350 Legend versus 4570. Cool. Yeah, Chook, I think I sent you the link to your art email. Chook's an artist. Did y'all know that Chook's an artist? He's great. So, M&T 2.0, the 4-inch version. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about hotter loads in the M&P 2.0. 67 Rebel SST AMC. Good job. Thanks for joining. Good evening to you too. Sorry, I'm a little tired here. Do you think 5070 would be a popular cartridge if it came back today? No, I do not. The main reason why it went by the wayside is the same reason anything else went by the wayside is like it just didn't have the marketing and didn't have the need, and it was just kicking the crap out of people. 5110 has a better average of coming back because there's a lot of videos on it. Abide and Ride. I knew I missed this one. 350 Legend versus 4570. What are you using it for? What are you using it for? If it's for a straight wall cartridge deer like Southern Indiana or Southern Ohio or Illinois, straight wall only cartridge deer camp place, I'd go 350 Legend because it's going to have a lot better drop. But if it's for bear defense here in Alaska or just 50 yards to a deer stand, that's all you're using it for, I'd go 4570. But if you're hunting a farm in Southern Illinois or in parts of Illinois where they don't allow you to hunt with an actual rifle cartridge, then that's that. Hey, everybody. Chook's Outdoor Adventures has finally joined us on.
Finally.
Yeah. How are you feeling, man?
Pretty good. I was sick there for a couple days, but yeah, licking doorknobs and swapping spit with younger women. Just, man, I'm pretty sure that's how I got it. But yeah, feeling better now.
Yeah, well, I'm glad the AIDS hadn't affected your immune system to like fight it off from all those women in China.
I have to disagree with you on the. I guess you're right about the 30-30. It is nostalgic, but man, that's what I took my first whitetail with, and that's an amazing rifle.
It's a good little short range whitetail rifle. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and you made an awesome like running shot on that thing too. I saw that.
Yeah, but for up here, the 4570 is definitely would be the better choice.
Yep. So
you got a lot of comments today. It's great.
Yeah, Philip Mullis, how you doing, man? On average, how many times can you reload a case before it wears out? It depends on how hot you reload it. Belted magnums, it's not as much. It's like 3 or 4 times on a belted magnum because that belt is actually stretches at the case. So there's that. I know some people have reloaded cases 10, 15 times. I know some people have cracked them on the first time they reload because they didn't do it right. So I would say if I had to put a number on it, 6. 6 would be the max I do it. But see, I don't do that. I reload a bunch of ammo that I want and stock it up for the HSTF and don't shoot it very much. So that's that. Chook, you have any comment on that?
What were you guys talking about again?
How many times can you reload a casing before it wears out?
Oh yeah. David would do it a whole bunch of times, but maybe 3, 4 times. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not more than that.
Cool. Chuck's Outdoor Adventures in the last one, but I picked up a Gen 4 G29. I'll be checking your video out on it. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we both have videos on that. I got a whole playlist on that, but I
Yeah,
lose a lot of.
one.
Was it? Yeah. I
one.
lose a lot of velocity. I carry my G29 all the time, so that's one of my primary carry guns. I carry it as a pocket carry in my coat in the winter, and I carry it in my little smart carry when I'm out wearing gym shorts in the summer.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I traded mine away. I'm still kind of regretting that.
Yeah, you should be. You didn't even shoot that thing, did you?
That one I didn't know.
Is it very necessary to get an aftermarket barrel for Glock 10mm for shooting hard cast? Very necessary. Once or twice? No. So the aftermarket barrels are going to have better chamber support. So if you're going to shoot hot loads, period, you want to have better chamber support of a aftermarket barrel. Lone Wolf actually has the best chamber support. However, their feed ramps aren't that great, so they can jam. KKM is the way to go. It has really good chamber support, much better than the factory, and you can do that. So it's not about shooting hard cast per se, as it is the heavy pressure that I would get one. Now I shoot heavy rounds on the channel and hard cast rounds on the channel. Just don't go 220 grain. Go the 200 grain coated Underwood hard cast. You're fine. Or if you hand load, go to CKB Bullets, who sponsored my CKB Bullets video. Well, didn't sponsor it. He sent me the bullets for it. And go to him. He sells coated hard cast cheap, 180 grain. I got a video on that. So yeah, people do it all the time and don't get hurt, but you are rolling the dice. You don't want to shoot. And even coated hard cast lead will wear enough lead into the lands and grooves there, and can start causing overpressures and problems. But are you going to shoot a lot? Yeah, but don't shoot exposed lead rounds, even if they're hard cast, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Supposedly Buffalo Bore has something on their website saying that's a myth and you can shoot it out of Glock barrels, but
they do have that on their website.
Foul up the barrels pretty bad.
Yep. That was my very first video on my channel. It was a terrible video. Don't go watch it, but it's that. Adam Hymas says pistol cases are basically immortal. There you go. Here in Southern Ohio, we can't keep 350 Legend in the store, and we can't get 4570 in from our distributors. There you go. All right. Here's a question here. Marcus and y'all, do you think African safari will eventually stop, which sucks? No, they're making too much money off of it.
Yeah. It helps the countries too.
Yeah. Local villages get all the meat. You can't take the meat home. You get to eat some of it at the camp, but you can't take the meat home. Like, you kill a 4,000-pound giraffe, that all goes to a local village of people.
And they love it.
Yeah. So, which stinks, because they should be able to hunt their own game, in my opinion. But
yeah,
I mean, there should be regulations to manage it so they're not going hungry, but it's like, this is what it is.
Oh, those were double taps. We're not a big fan of double tap.
I'm thinking that even though the Glock ran it, that was your Glock with a KKM barrel, right, Chu?
Yeah, the Glock ran it, but he had problems with the SIG and X10, my Springfield XDM, and the Smith & Wesson 10mm. They all jammed.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty long bullet. I mean, double tap's never been high quality to me. They've always they were known for blowing guns up. They're a lot like Grizzly to me. Grizzly ammo. You never know what you're going to get. Might be a great box, might be a terrible box. They have piss poor customer service if you talk to them. Sorry, I shouldn't use that language. They have urine excrement poor customer service.
Wait, why do you say that? Did you call them before?
Yeah. I had ordered some 450 SMC, which you can run in a 45 Super, which is basically a small primer, little thicker case, gets you a little more velocity, small primer pocket. I had ordered some to get shipped to Georgia when I was going to be in Georgia, and they took like 18 weeks to even make it. And I canceled the order. So like, now I'm not going to be in Georgia. I can't pick it up, and you can't ship it to Alaska. So jerks, cancel my order. And they're like, well, we can't. Yeah, I'm like, well, okay, fine. Then I'll go on YouTube and at that time 12,000 subscribers and tell them why your ammo company sucks, and tell them all the stuff you've done and how this and that, and okay. So yeah, they were pretty bad. I think I eventually got my $59 back or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
that was a pretty long bullet too, 230 grain. I think
yeah, I would not use 230 grain.
No.
I'm running 180 grain hard cast in my G20. My hand loads. That's what I'm running in my G20. It feeds them really well. My G20 has been a little bit iffy because of that paint job and just breaking it in.
Yeah.
And I've been running that, and it's been running fine. So
You
I
know
think
who does have good customer service now?
who?
Taurus.
Oh, I've heard issues and stories about them though. Oh gosh.
Well, I mean, they have the last couple years it supposedly got good. My buddy just gave me an old raging Judge, and it was all screwed up. So I just sent it to him. I called them up, and they sent me a label or whatever, emailed me a label, and I just sent it to him. So we'll
Cool.
see what happens.
Cool. Yeah. Tactical Futtery's in here. He's chomping at the bit now. That's his favorite gun, even though it's the stupidest gun for
The
self-defense.
Judge?
Yeah. For bear
I think it's
defense,
cool.
you have. Yeah, it's a cool concept. Like, it's fun, but like Smith and Wesson Governor is a better gun. It's much more better quality.
Mhm.
But that being said, you have to admit that's a stupid gun for bear defense.
Well, it's good for like on a ranch for snake defense. I think that'd be
Oh yeah,
perfect.
no, that I agree. That I agree with. If it works, that's why you get a Smith and Wesson Governor.
Mhm.
But like that, I agree. And you know what inspired those guns was the Bond Arms came out first with the little 410 Derringer. That came out first, several years, 4 or 5 years before the Taurus came out, and that's what people were using it for, was like a little snake charmer. It was only good 3 or 4 feet in front of you, but man, you had a 2 foot wide mud puddle, and you shot it, there'd be mud going everywhere. You hit every little square inch of that puddle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think they're cool.
yeah, let's just say I'm surprised 10 millimeter how flat it shoots at distance. I'm very impressed. Agreed. Oh, Darren. Oh man, Darren Honey's here. Decided to carry my 10. No reason to carry something that won't kill almost all threats. There you go. Mr. COVID himself. They're calling you Mr. COVID. My neighbor used to reload 9 to 10 times per 45 ACP case, then leave them at the range. Like, oh wow. Yeah, that's nice. Africans are perfectly capable of hunting their own exotic animals, but the tourists benefit them far more. Probably. I hope to be one of those guys again, one of those tourists someday.
Yeah, me too.
The empty cases, I mean, he said they were too thin after that. What were those 10 millimeter barrel brands again? I got my pen and paper right down. Number 1 is KKM Precision. In fact, the only one you should get is KKM Precision.
Yeah.
KKM. I have a Lone Wolf. I've ordered another Lone Wolf in the past. I have a Lone Wolf in my 45 Super. That one was great. All the 10 millimeter Lone Wolves I had problems because they just designed piss poor design of the feed ramp. I almost took my Dremel tool to the feed ramp. It was that bad. So, but
they only take like 4 weeks now.
oh wow, that's not bad.
To order. Yeah, so it's
They
improved.
were up to 10 weeks for a while.
Yeah.
So I have to get in my 2 orders. I need one for my Glock 29 and my Glock 20.
Yeah.
Man, I don't make all my barrel length videos like forever long, because then I'll have like a 4-inch barrel in my Glock 29 or 4 1/4, and I'll have a 5 1/4 inch or 5 1/2 inch barrel in my Glock 20 sticking out. and then I'll have the stock barrels I got to do. Man,
Yeah.
I'd have to buy 3 boxes of ammo for every gun, everything I wanted to test. So, KKM and Lone Wolf. How would you rate from best to worst when it comes to Underwood Buffalo Bore double tap? Best to worst,
Kind of in that order.
honestly, I'd switch Buffalo Bore and Underwood. Buffalo Bore first,
Yeah.
Underwood, then double tap.
Yeah.
I wish Buffalo Bore would coat their hardcast for semi-autos. But Buffalo Bore offers other things for semi-autos. They offer that dangerous game load, which isn't hot as far as its speed goes, but its bullet construction is amazing. That all copper mono metal solid, or whatever it is. That's a deep penetrating round. Even though
it didn't deviate.
and it can't go that fast because it's so long, because it's not a lead bullet, And then I have them somewhere. Hold on a second. I think they're right here.
They didn't deviate like all of our extreme penetrators did. Those monometals were great.
Yeah. So if you have a 10 millimeter, they make something like this too. This is a round nose, flat nose, full metal jacket, but it's a bonded full metal jacket that they put in there. So you're not gonna have jacket separation. It's a flat nose. Flat nose. And that's a 9 millimeter plus P plus 124 grain. That right there, is compared. And of course, they have the Outdoorsman, which is a 147 grain hard cast and 9 millimeter. I got all these 9 millimeter bear loads. I plan on doing a best 9 millimeter bear load defense thing. So I've been planning that video for years. As I see something else, I get it, and I'm like, we'll put that in the stack. So is what it is. That's that. But yeah, Buffalo Bore, it's just way more consistent. Underwood, like Chuk and I filmed a video a while back, over a year ago now, on the Underwood Extreme Hunters. All right, he had 2 boxes he picked up during the ammo crisis. He let me come out there and chronograph them with like 9 different barrels, and 3 of your guns and like 3 of my guns, and we chronographed the crap out of that. And I just chronographed some Sunday again for another video. I got like 120 feet per second less. Like, and from lot number to lot number to lot number, Underwood absolutely sucks. And since the ammo crisis, they've kept their prices fairly down. They've only gone up a little bit, and people are praising them. They only gone up a little bit. Well, I think they're taking powder out of the rounds. I really do. Like, nothing is getting what they used to get. So
they used to be always like over the box, or at least what the box says. I remember.
Yeah, especially in the long Glock barrel that I have, especially in the G40 or this KKM barrel. They used to be significantly over what the box says, and this time I got 22 feet per second over what the box says. But we were in the 1600s with in fact, I'm going to look up that video right now. But we were in the 1600s. And
hey Dan, welcome.
Yeah, Dan O'Neill's here. What's up? How you doing, man? But we were in the 1600s. Yeah, 6 barrel chronograph. Here it is.
So it went way down, like
yeah.
The newer
I'm editing the video now because I'm doing 10 millimeter versus 357 Magnum, and I got 1,447 feet per second, and this box lists 1,425. Okay. Now, in this video, I remember this specifically. All right, I'm fast forwarding it here, killing my watch time. In this video, I got 1,442 in your EAA Tankfolio Witness compact 3.6 inch barrel that you had back then before your study ass traded it. Yeah. So I'm giving you a hard time, but 1,442. So I got 1,447 average in my Glock 6.5 inch KKM barrel, and we got 1,442, 5 feet per second difference back then. In the Glock Model 40 6.5 inch KKM barrel back then, we got 1656. I literally got 200 feet per second more back then. And that's something I'm going to talk about in this video because I'm calling Underwood out. Calling Underwood out. Y'all are shaving powders. They're shaving powder charges.
Big difference.
Big difference. So, I might even, you know, in the 9-inch barrel, we got over 1705 feet per second. And like, I wasn't going to even try the 9-inch barrel. So, Spokane Survival Training and Education. I actually talked to a couple barrel companies about this, including KKM and a few others. It can't be done. A 357 SIG isn't producing enough pressure for that slide. You're going to have a hard time. Like, I wanted the same thing. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And which, you know, it's funny to me because I have shot 40 Smith & Wesson out of that barrel. And it didn't jam or anything out of the 6-inch barrel, 6.5-inch KKM barrel. But you shouldn't do that because headspace is on the it uses the extractor to headspace. So if you have any type of over penetration, you have that. So, but they say KKM said it can't be done. It won't work the action very well.
9x25 Dylan could though, right?
9x25 Dylan could, yeah. Good luck finding that these days.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good point, Chuck. After shooting lead rounds of any kind, even 22s, run a copper jacket or a copper wash 22 through, and it will remove most of the lead buildup. There you go. It's good advice. I would make it a 3 caliber pistol, which is fantastic. Yeah, it would. That is a revolver round, 230 grain, 10 millimeter. Yeah, now that would be a good thing for revolver. 10 millimeter revolvers to me are just a novelty fun gun. They're a lot like an FN57 or something. Like, cool to have the range, but if I'm going to carry a revolver, and 10 millimeter to get 6 shots have to have the bigger frame cylinder because it's almost as big around as the 41 Magnum, right? So if I'm going to carry a revolver, I want revolver power.
Yeah.
I do have a Taurus Raging Judge. It shoots 3-inch, 410, 454 Casul, and 45 long coat. Cool. And yours is the Raging Judge, Chook?
Yeah. It shoots 454. Pretty cool.
Cool.
It's big too.
I want a 410 pistol for Garden Pest. Why not a Suppress 22? Yep. That's what I have for Garden Pest. Is this a bad time to bring up you don't need to change the barrel in a Springfield? No, you just got to change their politics.
He's right.
No, he's right. Like the Springfield really is a better gun, except for the grip. The grip is terrible.
Yeah.
But the grip on Glocks are terrible too. They just don't feel good. They feel like bricks, and I love them. I shoot anyway. But yeah, if Springfield stippled their grip like Smith & Wesson does, that would be a fantastic gun. That would be like your top of the line 10 millimeter. So, Echoes Reloading Chamber, how you doing, buddy? Hey, I ordered my 22 250 barrel for my AR-10. So we need to talk about how to get it to run and stuff. You told me you were going to tell me how to get it to run. Oh, whitetail with twins walking by at 20 yards. Cool. Don't let them get eaten by bears, please. KKM said they should have Smith & Wesson 10 millimeter barrels at the first of the year. There you go.
Interesting.
What about 9 millimeter critical duty for bears? On our first bear trip down to across the bay there, I had my little G43 on me as a backup gun because all I had at the time.
Yeah.
And I had 9 millimeter critical duty in it. Couldn't find any of the bear stuff. So
well, you had your Glock 40 too, right?
Yeah, I had my Glock Model 40 on my chest.
Oh, okay, that was your secondary.
I had a 43 on my hip, on the inside the waistband holster. You probably didn't even see it the whole time. It was concealed carry the whole time.
Like the 5th gun you had on you.
7th. Give me a break. Come on, man.
Critical duty. Yeah.
I think a critical duty would make it through a bear skull if you shot it in the right place. It probably wouldn't, like the big snout right here. If you hit that bone right here that's like 4 inches long, yeah, you probably wouldn't have a chance. But if you hit anywhere in here, here, yeah, critical duty would make it through. I mean, I shot an XTP. No, excuse me. I shot a Spear Gold Dot, and it made it through the bear's skin and cracked the skull cavity. I saw the top of the brain. So there we go. All right, now the party can begin. We'll do that. I would not use 9mm Hornady critical duty for bears. That was more for backup for all the people that were camping in our hunting spot.
Oh yeah, the progressives.
Yeah, I wouldn't. What's up, New York Prepper? How you doing?
Good. How's it going, man? I just got your invitation. I was actually just cleaning one of my rifles. So.
Drinking vodka.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Hammer fire versus striker fire. Which do you like better? I like hammer fire better.
Yeah, me too.
I think you can get better triggers, even double action triggers. Once you put them on single action, are better trigger than that. You get more power hitting the primer. And I tell you what, reloading primers lately, I have had a lot of primers misfire on the first shot, especially in my 10mm. So, part of that is I think my priming tool crushes them a little bit. And part of that is I think the primers just aren't the quality because they're just putting them out so fast. So, but I think like a hammer fire, you'll get a little bit more, umph behind it. So,
I agree.
Or 220 Legion or something. Yeah. You agree, New York Prepper?
I do, yes. Yeah, you can't go wrong with hammers. They've worked for generations.
That being said, I have one hammer-fired semi-automatic. One. That's my SIG 239 I'm never getting rid of. So, that's that. All right.
I'm going to try to keep that Ting Folio, the new one I got.
Well, if you sell it to me first.
I mean, I should have never got rid of that compact, though. Those things are hard to find.
Yeah. Anyone hear anything on the Taurus TH10 10mm? It's a Taurus. Stay away. Stay away. So. Yeah. Glock is striker fired and they're great. Yeah, they work. I'll assist you that project, no problem. Thank you. It's given 20 rounds of 300 Win Mag, and I don't own a 300 Win Mag. I think they are A-tips, but not sure. You can have them if you make them to Soldotna. Not in a box, so not sure what they are. Okay. Are they reloads or are they like factory? So
that's hard to find right now too.
Yep, very hard to find. I have bought three different kinds of factory 300 Win Mag in this summer, so it can be found if people want to find it.
Can I put a recommendation out there for factory ammo for 300 Win Mag?
Sure.
One company that I've been using for like the last 2 years that usually has stuff in stock. They're kind of a boutique. They're actually a boutique company. They're out of Montana. They're called Choice Ammunition. They have a bunch of stuff in stock right now. They have. Oh, there you go. You got it. Yep. They have a bunch of stuff.
You can't get them in Alaska. That's the problem. But if you live in the lower 48, yeah, they're a good company. I was emailing the guy back and forth from them. They're like, we can find a way to get some to you to test in Alaska. And no, didn't happen. So, wow. Yeah, that one was literally on the shelf. That one box 9mm, only box of Choice ammo I've seen. But it's good stuff. Wish I could get a SIG P227 in 10mm. You can't because the frame's not the right size. You got to get a P220. So, and they're only single stack, but boy, are they nice to shoot.
They are.
So I've been told. I hadn't actually shot one. I've heard they're really nice to shoot. Not sure what they are. So if you're not sure what they are, basically you're telling me pull the bullets in the brass and powder, dump the powder, and that kind of thing. Everybody go check out Ghost Tactical. Good guy. Great show. Great channel. He's in the chat. Welcome, Ghost Tactical. Good to see you. Underwood has 300 Win Mag in stock, 165 green Akimon. Also have 175 Control Gaios back in stock. Nice.
Yes, they do. I saw that.
You can see another Gen 4 Glock 29 and Chuke's 2023 Future with the RMR on it.
I am going to send in my slide for the Glock 20 probably to get it milled for an RMR.
Yep.
That's awesome.
How's the wife baby doing? They're doing great. Thank you. Yeah, they're doing great. Baby's got a little eye infection that we're putting some cream on, but other than that, she's doing great. She's just eat, sleeping, pooping, doing what babies do. Doesn't ever want daddy. Every time she gets daddy, she chews on my arm, tries to chew on my moobs. So I'm like, I'm surprised my Instagram reel where I sang "Daddy's nipples don't work, they don't give a squirt" didn't get a lot more views, but so. I have an order of 156 EOL burgers from Choice Ammunition. Cool. EOL burgers tend to break apart. Don't use them as hunting round. They tend to fragment. So I've been told. I've got some here that are 212 grain that Reloading Weatherby sent me to load up. New York Prepper was impressed with the AR-10. Surprised at the ballistics. Yeah, it doesn't lose that much if you got an 18 or 16-inch barrel. It doesn't lose that much. Chuk and I did that, proved that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like your 308 lost a lot less velocity from what the box said than my 6.5 Creedmoor did.
Yeah, the 308 definitely is made for shorter barrels, in my opinion. It seems like it handles the shorter barrels well.
Yeah, there you go. So it's that new Sig 10 millimeter. No, it's a P320 essentially in 10 millimeter. So no, it's not. Best barrel length for 300 Blackout depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to go subsonics and suppress the whole time, 8.5 inches. I know people go shorter, but 8.5 inches, right? If you want to shoot supersonics and get close to what the box says and get all that kind of stuff, if you want to shoot supersonics, then yeah, I would say you really want 16-inch barrel for supersonics, depending on what load and all that kind of stuff. So I would say, if you're going to hunt with it and all that kind of jazz, 16-inch barrel. If it's just going to be a bedstand gun that, suppressed, but you got to remember, a suppressed round has the same energy as a 45 ACP. Suppressed, 220 grain Blackout is only going, 1075 or 1,000 feet per second, So you're talking about it being a 45 ACP plus P, maybe a little bit better than that, but not much energy. It's a 450 foot-pounds of energy gun. So just, keep that in mind. There's a reason why 300 Blackout suppressed isn't used in combat, or isn't used for HSTF or whatever you want to call it. It's used for, SWAT teams going in or that kind of thing. So. You know what brand of AR-10 is good for hunting? Man, I killed a deer with a DPMS build that I did. I got an Arrow Precision now that I have no problems taking hunting, other than its weight, but it's accurate as all get out, so why not, right?
I had a really nice CMMG. That thing was sweet.
Yeah, you took
I
that
got
hunting.
a POF. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean they're all good. I would recommend Greg's POF because it's a lot lighter weight than a lot of ours. That would be it.
Yeah, it's like it came like 6 pounds naked, but once you put a good scope and bipod, it's already pushing like 8 or 9 pounds. But
but it's not pushing like 13 like mine.
Yeah. I'd say also you may want to consider something with a tighter twist if you're going to try to go further out with the 308. Like mine has a 1-to-8 twist, which is good for stabilizing. Once you're pushing it out to like 500 yards or more, the 308 really loses a lot of its, velocity. So.
Yep. All right. Got a Thompson Venture 2 and 300 Win Mag several years ago. Haven't shot it yet. Cool. Let me know how that works out, Jason. Hey, Jason, did you get your? I know I asked you this. I thought you got your receiver you won in my giveaway, didn't you, Jason? Finally, after all that shipping fiasco, my shop did. Alaskan Ammo shipped it to the wrong place. Yeah, 300 Blackout. Yeah, those are all good AR-10s. So, would 7mm rim mag be a rim? I'm assuming 7mm rim mag, not 7mm Remington Express, also known as 280 Remington. Would 7mm rim mag be too much for Florida deer? Probably, yeah, probably. Shoot a 120 grain TTSX. If you're gonna hand load, shoot a 120 grain TTSX. What's up, Bending Ballistics? How you doing? How come 7mm 8 doesn't get much love? I got one sitting beside me, man. It's a great caliber. You know, when I bought my wife a 6.5 Creedmoor, I was looking for her 7mm 8 because it's to me 7mm 08 with the right bullets loaded in it is the absolute minimum caliber you could take every game animal in North America with ethically. I'm not saying a 243 won't kill a grizzly bear. I know people have done it. But should that be what you choose? No. But if you can handle if you can't handle a recoil of a heavy Magnum or a 30-06 or 270 or something, get a 7mm 8. It's great. I got several videos on the channel of 7mm 8, JC. So, what do you guys think about the 7mm 8?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's a cool gun. I recently got to shoot a 6mm Remington, and that thing impressed me. That was pretty teeny little flat shooting. I think it would be a good Caribou gun.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a great bench rest shooters love that. Bench rest competition love that. So
yep.
No recoil.
No. I shot one. The barrel itself was like that big around. The gun weighed 24 pounds. And the guy let me shoot it. I was just eyeing at the range. And it had a trigger that was a 1/4 of an ounce.
Little hair trigger.
Wow.
1/4 of an ounce. All I remember was putting my finger in the trigger guard and the gun went off. Like it was that. Like I put my finger up against the front of the trigger guard and the motion of my finger going in the trigger guard set it off. Like I was like, "Ooh, this is not when you carry a loaded round in the chamber."
No.
You know, but it's not a gun you carry anyway. The barrel itself was like this thick. I mean, it was bigger around than a baseball bat, and it was, and he was getting like one whole groups at like 100 yards, and so, yeah, that was a long time ago before I moved to Alaska, but yeah, 260 Remington's a very good gun. The reason why it's not more popular than the 6.5 Creedmoor is because the Creedmoor is more used by target shooters that has much better neck tension and much better case shoulder design. So 7mm, I reloaded it quite a bit for that, and it's a very different round that works well out of little ways. Yeah, there you go. So it's blast coyotes with a vengeance. Burgers are not made for shoulder shots, double lung inhalation round. And see, that's the problem. You never know what shot you're going to have. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Love your channels. Yeah, no problem, man. Wow, we've actually caught up with it. Jason said, yeah, it finally came in, going for an 18-inch piston build for suppressed use if the ATF would do their job. Yeah, they got to get your suppressor back to you, huh? So, yeah, it's all right. Not the best caliber in the world, but it's all right, David. So, I'm trying to get it right.
270.
Trying to get a rise out of Chook here. He's not buying it.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
That's what I'm gonna hunt caribou with again. What bullet do you think I should use, or what round?
I think you should come. Let me hand load some up and fit them to your chamber. That's what I think you should do.
Yeah, we should chrono what it's getting so I could get a better dope too.
Yeah, definitely. My 270, I'm just going to use Winchester 130 grain power points because that's what it shoots the best. It loves the factory. I haven't got any. The only hand loads I've got to shoot better than that are the 100 grain GMX, and now they replaced the 100 grain GMX with the CMX or CX. So I don't know if they've changed the bullet where it's going to the rifle's going to like it or not. And a 100 grain, I mean, gosh, it's flat shooting. It's 3,400 feet per second. Plus, even in the 22-inch barrel, the 100 grain is flying, but it's just like for Caribou, yeah, but you get one of those really big bulls.
Yeah.
Bending Ballistics Chooks camera is not off. Chooks camera is on. That's New York Prepper. So he can.
Yeah, I turned my
want-
camera on, but I'm afraid it's going to lag, so that's why I have it off.
Yeah. Any love for the 6.5 Grendel? I think that's one of the better, probably the second best AR-15 round.
Yeah.
For hunting, for if you want to stretch out and build more power out of your AR-15 for like deer hunting and maybe longer range coyotes, 6.5 Grendel. I do think you get a better round for power in the 25-45 sharps. So
I like Grendel too.
yeah. So Hoot's in. Holy crap! The OG Alaskans, hails and cheers, brother. Yep.
Thanks, Hope.
Yep. Choop 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 choop. He's rooting for you. I've never shot Norma, but I've been having good result. What do you think of Norma? I've not had any problems with their ammunition I've tried. I know their tactical suppressed ammunition or subsonic ammunition 22 is one of the few things that my Smith & Wesson Victory fed suppressed. I only had two types of ammo fed suppressed, and that was one of them. So
Alaska Ammo has replaced their case lots of S&B with Norma, like 9mm cases, I guess. So
yeah,
I was wondering about that too.
Yeah, they do good. I mean, I've got some Norma whitetail right here. This is one of the things I found in Alaska Ammo. So nice. 300 Win Mag. So I mean, it's a 150 grain bullet. It's supposed to be going 32-48. It'll go faster than that if they're precise out of my barrel. So that gives you 3,515 foot-pounds of energy. I mean, it's hard to beat. But it's a 150 grain. It drops off pretty quickly, though.
Those boxes probably sold out pretty quick, huh?
No, they were in there a couple of weeks. Yeah, so I was doing that. So, so what I was thinking about doing was doing maybe a 150 grain showdown. Should you get Winchester Copper Deer Season, or should you get 300 Win Mag Normal Whitetail, and just kind of compare them? Because I was able to find 4 boxes of these, but these, some of the rounds don't even bolt without closing in my chamber. I'm worried about Winchester's quality if it's going to blow my gun up.
Wow.
So that's that.
I recently just did a chrono test with some Norma Bond Strike 180 grain for my 300 Win Mag, and the consistency was insane. I took 3 shots, and it was only a 2 FPS difference between the 3. It was pretty insane. I was surprised. And I used the Norma Tactical for my AR-10. That's like my standard go-to round for that. And it's very accurate. It's like hole-to-hole groups at 100 yards, just regular M80 ball, So I'm pretty impressed with Norma.
Nice.
Yeah. Any thoughts on 8mm Mauser? Other than that's why the Germans lost the war. They had a bolt-action Mauser instead of a semi-auto 30-06. 30-06 just a hair more powerful than the 8mm Mauser. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's good. If you got an 8mm Mauser, shoot it, or 7mm Mauser, or whatever. Use it. They're good guns.
Yep.
My bad. Sorry, wrong person. Yeah. He actually confused me and you when he was going to ask me on his live chat. So, so next time you see Bending Ballistics, give him hell for that. Give him heck. Excuse me. Got to quit cussing. 6 art shoots flattering 6 Grendel. Yes, it does. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about here. So But the 6 arc, you got to have a 22-inch barrel to get those velocities too, and get away with a 20-inch barrel and a Grendel, but 18 maybe. Chook, I saw you on the Travel Channel, and I think it was several months ago on the documentary about strange beings.
Yep.
So was he the strange being, or was he looking for strange beings?
Pretty much.
Yes.
I was the strange being.
Yeah, so millimeter Mauser is good. What do you think about the Norma Bond striking ammo? It says the 308 has a BC of .615. That's a really high BC. It's got to be like a 185, 190 grain bullet to have that high of BC.
That's a 180 grain, that one. Yeah, it's higher than the 190 Accubon long range. It has better BC than the 190 Accubon long range. So
I'd caution, because the Accubon long ranges, they had some math problems with their BC when they first came out, and they were like advertising these super high BCs, and they weren't that, and people were getting mad at them. So I would caution that that's a super high BC for a 180 grain. You know, a 308 bullet usually takes 190 to 212 to get that kind of BC.
Yep.
So I would caution, especially if it's a lead core bullet, or not a lead core bullet, but it is a lead core bullet, bonded bullet. So, like, I would caution to say that might not be accurate. You want to test it yourself. Norma knows what they're doing, though, so they're a good company. So who knows? Will Hornady's GMX make a comeback? Always shot well my T3X with the 270 with their factory full bore arm, and worried CX won't be the same. I think they discontinued the GMX for the CX. I'm sorry, man. Guns and Grenache. I think they did. So,
Weird.
Yep. JC, is Bigfoot real? Absolutely not. There's no evidence.
I think it is.
I think so too.
It's 2 against 1.
Show me your evidence. Show me your evidence.
The Patterson film.
All right. Hunter Kirk Squatch, yeah. Anyone shot those Carcanos? Anybody ever had one of those 6.5 Carcanos? The Italian bolt action? Yeah. They're pretty cheap on classic firearms right now. So. Did y'all see the Russian billboard about taking Alaska back? I have not.
Yeah.
I got to look this up and share that.
Yeah, I did see that. And like even one of their, it was just a politician was saying too that they should take Alaska back. But yeah, it could never happen.
I think they're just crazy. I mean, they're struggling in Ukraine. How are they going to take a state full of gun owners and outdoorsmen? I mean, they would get destroyed.
Nuclear armed military bases everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
F-22s,
Good
right?
luck.
You guys got F-22s up there.
You got the Raptors. It's pretty cool to see them fly around.
Yeah. We got F-35s too, I think, or they're going to have them. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. How do I share this right here? Share screen. Let's see. Chrome tab. Yeah, so here it is. Alaska's ours are spotted in Crayon Rush. They've gone totally mad. Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah.
Looks like they want to take.
Yeah. Sorry.
They want to take the top of Canada too. It looked like the whole north.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
So I get the fact that Russia is fighting, like, the European Union is kind of ganging up on him, and like I get the fact that he thinks we're all corrupt neo-Nazis, and a lot of our governments are. Biden is. I mean, heck, a lot of the Democrats are like, they're neo-Nazis and they call Republican Nazis, and they're freaking National Socialists themselves. Pot calling the kettle black. Speaking of that, Chook, did you see Trump calling Murkowski worse than a Democrat? So,
no, I heard about that.
Yeah, it was like, is like, okay, well, that's the pot calling the kettle black. But anyway,
She's pretty awful, though. You have to admit.
yeah, she's terrible. So,
horrible.
oh no, she's terrible. Like, if I had to vote between Trump and her, I would vote for Trump over her. She's that terrible.
Yeah.
But I would probably write in you again. So
there you go.
So that's that. For those of you that don't know, I actually did write Chuk in the last election. I got a picture of it on my Instagram somewhere. I wrote in Senator Rand Paul for president and Lucas or Chuk here for vice president.
And all you did was give a vote to the Democrats when you did that.
No, I didn't.
I'm just kidding.
That vote does not count in the Democratic column.
I know. That's what people say, though.
It takes away a vote from a Republican, but it does not add a vote to the Democrat. That's crazy. So, Dan O'Neill says, I would vote Chuk Paul.
There you go.
Dan O'Neill, you're crazy, like me. So, I like that. Why did Chuk get small all of a sudden? He went to Asia too many times. So, Finland is gearing up border defenses. They are saying they expect to be invaded.
Yeah, they're getting more paranoid.
What do you think about that, Greg?
I think that Finland would kick their ass. Excuse my language, but Finland has one of the best militaries in Europe. They actually were able to remain neutral for, since World War II because of a mandatory military service regime they have. So every young dude, you got to go to the military for like 2 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So their population is well trained. Plus, they have a huge amount of reserves, and they're big on firearms there. I have some friends from Finland, so I know the area. And I don't think Russia would stand a chance unless they use missiles against Finland.
Yeah, just like in World War II. Hey, I'm gonna have to get out of here, but I'll catch you guys next time. It was fun joining.
All right.
All right, man.
Thoughts on 30 Super before you leave? David Walcott wants to know.
Oh, I love it. It's a great round. It's similar to 10 millimeter power with a bigger hole. I think it's great.
30 Super?
Oh, I was thinking of 45 Super. 30 Super. I'm not familiar with that. I know 38 Super.
No, the new 30 Super carry that Federal just came out with.
Oh, yeah. It's I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but
you've already forgot about it already. That's how I feel about it.
It's not going to take over 9 millimeter. I mean,
no.
It didn't do very well.
No. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Chuk, tell me what's going on your channel before we leave.
Not much. I'm going to do the Tangfolio video Friday night, and then I'm shilling for Olight again. I've been insulting them, so they cut me off. And then I begged them to send me more free crap again. So they're like still sending me stuff, even though I insult them. So I'm going to see how long I can. Okay. But anyways, I got a video coming out on their LEP light, which is actually kind of interesting. The
cool.
Laser excited phosphor.
Awesome.
I need to start shilling for them.
It makes me happy just to get stuff in the mail from them. They're always coming out with something, but
yeah. So Alaskan Ballistics for Secretary of State 2024. No, you want me Secretary of the Treasury.
All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
All right, Greg, what you got coming out on your channel soon?
Just a bunch of stuff with 300 Win Mag and just having 300 Ultra Mag being made for me by my local gunsmith. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to do a bunch of videos with the Ultra Mag. That should be cool.
Cool. I'll see if I can get Spartan Armor to send you some body armor for that Ultra Mag.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I told you the results, but I won't tell everybody else. But that Spartan Armor did really good, even on those AP bullets you sent me. So,
yeah, I believe it.
How good is Olight actually? I haven't had any issues with my Olights. Not a one. They're pretty good.
Yeah, me either.
I keep them on my pistol lights. They're good. All right. Who's the guy here? What's his channel? This is New York Prepper, NY Prepper, who moved out of New York as one of his best prepping things. So,
Yep.
yeah. My dad killed his first deer with an M1 carbine, David, and my ex-father-in-law, that's what he would carry around the ranch as a ranch rifle in Georgia. So, yeah, whenever we were going out and people were trespassing and stuff like that, he would carry an M1 carbine, which is badass. 30 rounds.
Great choice.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, guys. God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.
See you later, guys.
LW Rhodes here. Make sure you subscribe to him. And, you know, Troops Outdoor Adventures and other people, Gunmetal Guy USA, have videos in the chat here. Make sure you go check out them. I guess Spokane Survival and Training, you probably have some videos too. I haven't checked you out yet, but yeah, send me some links so I can check you out so I don't forget. Bending Ballistic, Echoes Reloading Chamber, they're all in here. Montana Musings with Steve Nelson, some guns, some music, all good. All right. So sorry, Miss B. I'll get your question next week. But anyway, God bless. Take care. We will see you at the range.
Take care.